Welcome, Math Masters! A new scroll has arrived at the dojo gates. Today, you'll begin training to earn the Rounding Whole Numbers and Decimals badge. Consider these numbers: 47 and 382 thousandths, 47 and 918 thousandths, and 47 and 499 thousandths. Round each number to the nearest whole number, tenth and hundredth. Can numbers round to the same whole number but different tenths? Explain using your examples. Study well. The path to mastery begins now.
Welcome back, Math Masters. I have a feeling we'll need our knowledge of number sense and rounding to conquer today's challenge. Have your guided notes ready. Training starts now. For our challenge today, we'll be rounding to decimal place values. Remember, rounding is when we adjust a number to a nearby value to make it easier to work with. Since we're already familiar with rounding whole number place values up to the millions place, let's review what we already know. When rounding the number 4,523 to the thousands place, it will either round to 4,000 or 5,000. To decide, we check the digit to the right. If that digit is 0 through 4, the target digit will stay the same. But if it's a 5 through 9, the target digit will round up. Pause here to round 4,523 to the nearest thousand. Record your thinking in your guided notes. Let's check your work. To round 4,523 to the nearest thousand, we check the digit in the hundreds place. The 5 in the hundreds place has a value of 500, which makes it closer to 5,000 than it is to 4,000. So the digit rounds up. The rest of the digits to the right will become placeholder zeros. So 4,523 rounds up to 5,000. Nice job applying the steps. When we round a number with decimal place values, we can use the same steps because the whole number and decimal place values are both part of the same base 10 place value system. With the number 27 and 461 thousandths, we can round to the ones place, the tenths place, or even the hundredths place. When we round to the ones place, we're rounding to the nearest whole number. We'll still check the digit to the right, the tenths place. Since the tenths digit is a 4, will the 7 stay the same or round up to 8? It stays the same. So 27 and 461 thousandths rounded to the nearest whole number is 27. What about if we rounded to the tenths place? Pause here to round and record your thoughts in your guided notes. To round 27 and 461 thousandths to the tenths place, we check the hundredths place, which is a 6. This means the digit in the tenths place rounds up. So we have 27 and 5 tenths. With whole numbers, we would use placeholder zeros for the rest of the digits behind the 5. But would the extra zeros in the decimal place values change the value at all? Nope. 27 and 5 tenths has the same value as 27 and 50 hundredths, or 27 and 500 thousandths. And since we're rounding to the tenths place specifically, it is most accurate to record the number as 27 and 5 tenths with no extra zeros after the tenths place. Now, let's round 2,025 and 399 thousandths to the hundredths place. Remember, even though this number has digits all the way to the millions place, we only need to check the digit to the right of the hundredths place. Pause here to record your thinking. How did you do? When we check the digit to the right in the thousandths place, the 9 tells us that the hundredths place will round up. But since 1 more than 9 is 10, how do we record that in the hundredths place? Since the 9 in the hundredths place becomes 10, that means we regroup. The hundredths place becomes 0, and the tenths place increases by 1. That gives us 2,025 and 40 hundredths. We include the 0 to show we rounded to the hundredths place. How can rounding help us in real life? It helps us estimate or make a logical guess when we don't need an exact answer. Rounding gives us a number that's close enough to work with, especially when doing mental math. For example, when shopping, you can round the prices of items to quickly estimate the total cost and check if you have enough money. If a pair of shoes costs $39.75 and a t-shirt costs $14.20, about how much money would we need to buy them both? Estimate the total cost by rounding each price to the nearest whole dollar and adding. Pause here to share your thinking in your guided notes. $39.75 rounds up to $40, and $14.20 rounds down to $14. Add those together, and we'll need about $54. That's close to the exact total, but much faster to calculate in our heads. Rounding doesn't give us the exact answer, but it gets us close enough to make smart decisions quickly. It's a helpful tool when we need an estimate, especially in everyday situations like budgeting, measuring, or planning time. Your challenge still awaits. Complete it, and the rounding whole numbers and decimals badge is yours. Consider these numbers: 47 and 382 thousandths, 47 and 918 thousandths, and 47 and 499 thousandths. Round each number to the nearest whole number, tenth, and hundredth. Can numbers round to the same whole number but different tenths? Explain using your examples. Pause here to use everything you've learned to complete the challenge. Let's check your work. Take a moment to make sure your rounded values match mine in the chart. Now, can numbers round to the same whole number but different tenths? Yes, they can. For example, both 47 and 382 thousandths and 47 and 499 thousandths round to the same whole number, 47. But when we round to the tenths place, they become 47 and 4 tenths and 47 and 5 tenths. This happens because rounding to tenths gives us more detail than rounding to whole numbers. Even though the whole number part stays the same, Small differences in the decimal digits can lead to different results when rounding to a smaller place value. This shows how important it is to pay attention to which place you're rounding to and how rounding is an easier way to work with numbers while still staying close to their actual value. So, what have we learned today? We learned that numbers can be rounded to any place from the millions to the hundredths. We also know that rounding is a way to make numbers simpler to use while still keeping them close to their original value. You've earned the Rounding Whole Numbers and Decimals badge, but your training isn't over just yet. Be sure to complete the practice questions and extension activities that go with this lesson to practice your rounding skills. And remember, Math Masters, in math, as in training, progress comes with patience and practice. I'll see you next time!
Hey!